Hello, and welcome to New Earth Lifestyles. And I am Janie King. Welcome. Beautiful day here in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Sunny, hot, little breezy. Feels like summer today. 70s, or maybe it's even in the 80s. I'm not really sure. I didn't see the temperature, but definitely shorts and sandal weather here in lovely New Hampshire on May 7th, 2015. Coming to you live today on Thursday. Thank you for joining me. This is a show about offering to you new ways of looking at life that may improve your living situation, improve your health, improve your relationships, or generally help you to be a happier, healthier human being, living your life more fully and more completely. And that's why I'm here, because that is my goal in my life. And as I learn ways to do that for myself, I truly would like to share that with the world, and this is my way of doing that. So again, thanks for being here, and thank you to Manchester TV for this lovely studio, this amazing space here in the Chase Building in downtown Manchester, and thank you to Brendan for being my technical director, setting me up today. It's all a good day. So today I'm going to be talking more about the chakra system, the energy system that holds our body in place and keeps us healthy or not, and how that the different levels or the different vibrations of our energy system can hinder us or help us. This is a way for us to look at our relationship with ourselves, our belief systems, and many other things, many other aspects of what goes into our energy system and how we can change it if we need to, or how we can hold it steady if it is in a good place right now. So I'll be talking about that in a moment. And at some point in time, I may move into another segment talking about the book, The Four Agreements. This is one of the books that is my mainstay for helping me to be happy and healthy and help me to live my life in the best way possible. This is written by a Mexican man named Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements. These are four agreements that help me and could also help you live your life more fully, more completely, understanding how you operate, so it helps me to understand how I operate. One of the big agreements that I work through from time to time is take no thing personally. That is a really big one for me because I take everything personally. I think that everything that everyone is doing is about me, when in fact it may not be. In fact, it probably is not about me. It's probably about whatever's going on in the other person that needs to act out in such a way that it feels like it's about me and feels like it's hurting me, but we can make different choices. So today's show will be about making choices and looking at some of the choices that you can make, or the different ways that you can look at your life to bring in full health and full vibrancy and live your life to the fullest in your relationships, in your health, in your daily activities, in your workplace, in your time off as well. So without further ado, let's get right into the chakra system, the energy system of the body. And I think I did this a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to review and then go deeper in, because I did a really quick review the last show that I did this. I think it was 2 weeks ago. But this time I'm going to go deeper into the chakras and deeper into the energy system of the body. So first of all, we're going to be looking at this diagram here, which is a diagram of the first level of our energy field. And if you'll notice, it is blue, a beautiful blue. And also you will notice that there are lines of light that go vertical and horizontal. And there are these 7 energy centers. One is the root, the second one is the sacral, the solar plexus is the third, the heart is the fourth, throat is the fifth, the third eye is the sixth, and the crown is the seventh. So our body has 7 major centers on it, where these centers actually metabolize energy from the universe into this whole energy field, which is a vibration, which is electromagnetic, and creates this first level, what we call the first level of the energy field. And this is brought in mainly by the root chakra, creating this blue level, or these energy pathways. Now, the root, I'm going to refer to this Complete Guide to Chakras, vintage edition, which a friend of mine, Don Drew, let me borrow. I do have learned a lot about chakras at the Barbara Brennan School of Healing. However, this book has it in very concise form, very concise, easy to read descriptions of the chakras. And so those are the 7 major energy centers that create the human energy field, which is the blue that you see on this diagram. So the root chakra is the chakra, or it's actually this bottom, as we said. The root chakra comes out the center of our body, the bottom of our spine. And if you look closely at right here at the bottom, you'll see that it has 4 vortices or 4 minor chakras within the root chakra. And that makes the root chakra a really basic, the lowest level, the lowest vibration, earth-centered vibration that is available to us, connecting into the earth. And the earth's vibration, which is right around, well, I'm not sure if this is a vibration, but it's 7.8 megahertz. I guess that's a frequency. It oscillates at that frequency, 7.8 to 7, or up a little bit. So I think that is changing as the earth changes. But right around there is that's what the frequency is that it vibrates at. Now, the root chakra is our connection to the earth, right? It's the lowest chakra. It also, if this is energy center is healthy, it is supporting our whole skeletal system. All of our bones are supported by the root chakra, as well as all of our muscles, which are attached to the bones that help us to move. So mobility and movement is an important aspect of a healthy root chakra, a healthy root system. And so you could be curious about your own life as far as, are you in balance here? Are you able to move fully and fluidly and easily without pain, without suffering, without any stoppages of energy? Or do you have something going on in any of your skeletal regions or muscular areas in your body? And if something's happening where, for instance, you have a muscle problem, or a broken bone, or bone spurs, or different things coming up for you for bones or muscles, then you might pay attention to your connection to the earth and your root and your connection to the lower vibrations and the support. Because the earth is a supportive being for us, and the root chakra is where, at the bottom of our energy centers, that's where we connect into the support of Mother Earth. And the Earth's vibration and all of the Earth's energy is here to fully support us at all times, as we are her children. And when you're out of balance in any of these areas, as I said, in the muscles or in the skeletal or some others that I will give you information on here in a minute, that means that you're not fully in your body perhaps, and you're not fully connected to the earth. So one thing you might look at doing would be go for a walk. Go sit out on the earth somewhere, on the earth. Just be quiet on the earth. Pay attention to the birds or to the trees. The trees actually would be better than the birds because they're rooted in the earth. And not necessarily doing anything other than being present with all the beauty that the earth has to offer you in this moment. So other things that can be happening to you if your root chakra is out of balance. Of course, stress. Stress is something that involves your whole body. Anytime anything is going on with you physiologically in your physical health, you can pretty much, most of the time, 95% of the time, you can go back. You can see a thread back into a stressful situation or a daily stress that is happening to you. And many times we don't even realize that our lifestyle, in everyday lifestyle, is stressful to certain parts of our body. So become curious, and the more you can become aware of your body, the more you can become healthier and stronger and more vibrant and living your life much more fully and happily. So looking at your stress factor, because the glandular connection to the root chakra, the energy center that comes down out the bottom of your spine, is the adrenal cortex. Now, the adrenal cortex is the layer around your kidneys, or not the kidneys, I'm sorry, the adrenal glands that sit on top of your kidneys. So we have 2 kidneys in our body, and on top of each kidney, you can almost think of it as a hat on top of a kidney. They're shaped like a kidney bean, but they're larger. but you can think about the adrenal gland sitting on top of the kidney as like a hat. And the adrenal cortex is the kind of the lining of the adrenal gland. And in that cortex is triggered by different stressors to release the corticosteroid hormones, or the stress hormones that cause the fight or flight reaction, which cause all those corticosteroid chemicals to flood into your body and do all these different things, like constrict your muscles and get you ready to act on something that if you're in fear. And so that could be, if something in your body, if you're not rooted, if you're not grounded, you might look at your stress, because your stress may be kicking in those the release of those hormones from your adrenal cortex over and over and over again, which is putting you in, keeping you in that rigid, stressful, tight fight or flight reaction constantly, which then doesn't allow your body to have that relaxation and have the other side of that response, which is relaxing and allowing your digestion to happen and allowing relaxation of your muscles, and the opposite flow of the parasympathetic nervous system. And when you pay attention to these things, your life can change. Your life can change by just being curious, and once you realize perhaps that there is an imbalance in your thought process, in your lifestyle, you can decide, you can make a choice to change how your life is progressing. And how do you make a choice? So for me, I'll just give you an example in my own life. For me, I've always been afraid of my father, you could say. I've always been afraid of my father as I grew up, and then in the older years, as my father aged, I was the one that was available to care for him in his ending years, and that was a great time for me to heal my relationship with him, because I saw that I didn't need to have that fear any longer, and I saw that fear kind of cloaked me in this rigid, tight reaction to him. Every time I went over to take care of him, I was very rigid, and I was afraid of what he was going to say to me. I was afraid of him yelling at me, and so I had this bodily constriction constantly growing up, and until I started taking care of him in his old age, that was detrimental to my ability to live my life fully. I was very shy. I was very afraid of people. And I believe that this fear that I had of my father kept me in that fear of people. And when I realized that I was in this rigid place, and how did I realize that? I wasn't happy. I was angry all the time. I simply didn't want to go see him, and yet I had to. I was the one of his seven children that had the time, had the ability, and the wherewithal to do it. And so as I realized that I had this real strength, this real rigidity, and this stress that this caused me, I began to speak to him rather than in an obeying way that I used to, or a cowling kind of, I'm afraid of him, so I would be afraid to speak to him. I changed the way I spoke with him, and I stepped into that fear, I guess you could say, and I held my ground with him and began to show him who I was for the first time by expressing my truth to him, which I've always been afraid to do. I was always afraid to tell him, no, I don't want to do that, or I don't like this, or I'd rather be going here rather than going there. And I was able to slowly, a little at a time, open up to him and tell him the truth of what I was feeling, what I wanted to do, or how my life was going. This was all brand new to me. That happened around 2008, 2007, 8, or 9, right in that area. And as I stood my ground little by little, and he basically just accepted what I said. So he didn't act the way I was afraid of him acting, which is how he acted 50 or 60 years ago when I was really little, which is what scared me. I changed, and our relationship changed, and I was able to heal that fear that I had of my father and that stress that I had created in my own life of holding myself, holding my shoulders up. I had this pain in the back of my back that I believe was probably residual or a habitual way of holding myself that I kind of have been releasing since I have allowed myself to be in my own power. And I didn't do it in an angry way or a forceful way, yet I spoke to him from my truth, from my heart. As I learned to open my heart. I learned to be in my truth. I learned to stay grounded and connected to the earth through my root chakra. This change came about, which was beautiful, which helped us both to heal before he passed away. And he passed away a couple of years ago in 2013. Let's see. Yes, 2013. But it changed both of our relationship to each other. It helped me to let go of a lot of stresses that carried over not only from my father, but into my relationships with men. So because of the masculine, my father aspect of it all, it helped me now to grow into a better relationship with men, especially men of authority. And that all happened by opening up and being okay and learning to stay grounded. When I am not grounded, I am out of my body. I am aloof, and I may answer you, but my eyes are kind of glazed over and I'm gone. When I'm afraid, I kind of energetically leave my body, out my crown chakra. So I've learned to notice that when I do that, I need to come back here. I need to come back into my body and put my feet flat on the ground and open up my root chakra and connect to the earth. Now, to open your root chakra, one technique you can use to do this is to either sit in a chair or stand up and have your feet flat on the floor. And I have taught this technique in the past in one of my other shows, but I will show it to you again or explain it to you in this moment again. And that is to put your feet flat on the floor. So to do this, I have to sit on the edge of this chair because it's a tall chair. And I would put my hands in my lap. And you can keep your eyes open or your eyes closed. And you would breathe and you would imagine, bring your imagination right down your body, right to the bottoms of your feet, and feel your feet on the floor. And allow, through your imagination, imagine your feet growing roots like a tree, right through the floor, right through the foundation of the building you're in, right through the bedrock, through all the layers of the earth, growing roots down, 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 through the molten lava, through whatever rock or sand or anything that you go through that might be there. You might know about it, you might not, but you're just imagining and pretending that your feet are growing roots right down to the core of the earth. And as you get, or when you get to the core of the earth, right in that center, you feel so connected and grounded to the earth. And I wonder if someone can shut the door to the studio, please. And as you are grounded to the earth, that helps you to become rooted in the earth and to connect to the earth's energies. And when you are connected there, the earth's vibration, the earth's energy field, and all that the earth has to offer helps you to be present and be here now. Now, a lot of people don't like to be grounded. We've learned to leave our body to go up and out, as I was speaking a minute ago. We've learned to leave our body energetically to be safe. And for me, that was a way of being safe from what I thought was the fear, what it was the fear of my father when I was very little. And I learned that very early on, so that that is one of my techniques for feeling safe. And then I have to notice I'm out of my body, come back in. Because when I'm out of my body, I don't know how I'm going to behave, and it's not a healthy way to live. So being grounded in the root chakra is very important. Now, that is one little explanation or example of something you can do to help yourself stay grounded, and that's one example of how I changed my life to become more fully present here. And I've spoken before in the show also about my fear of people and my introversion. I've been an introvert, afraid of people all my life, and here I am talking to you on TV. So I have overcome a lot a lot in my root chakra has been overcome, because now I'm safe. I feel safe being here talking to you and being on camera, being on TV, and having my own TV show. I feel safe in my body now. So I've really been practicing staying in my body and not being afraid of being seen for who I truly am. So that's the root chakra. And this is a place of connection to family. As I spoke of being connected to my father, the root chakra is connection to your tribe, to your community, to your family of origin. So if you have any other areas, for me it was my father, if you have other people in your life that you're afraid of, or that have caused you to leave your body, like me, or cause you anxiety when you're near them, and if they're a part of your tribe or your community or of your family, then that is a place for you to pay attention to and just ask yourself and ask your guidance, how can I be more fully present here? How can I enjoy this person's company rather than running away from it, which is what I did for many, many years of my life, running away from people. When you're running away from something, you're really also running away from yourself, and that doesn't feel good, and it eventually can cause physical problems in your body. For me, it caused pain in my back and my shoulder blades. So the root chakra is connected to other things. And let me just move on a little bit here. The presence of Archangel Michael. Now, I do believe in archangels and angels and all different levels of spiritual help on the other side. And the root chakra is connected to Archangel Michael, which is blue. His color is blue, which is the color as that we're showing here on the first level of the energy field. This so look at this blue again and how vibrant this is. If you were to connect now with the first level of the field, I believe I've done this before, you could hold your hands together and rub them. And I'm still sitting with my feet flat on the floor, so I'm still grounded. And my back is kind of straight, relaxed but straight. My feet are on the floor. I'm still in that grounded position that we just went into. And I'm going to just gently soften my eyes, so I'm not going to focus on anything in front of me. And I'm holding my hands together like in the prayer position. And then I'm going to soften my eyes, and I'm going to pull my hands apart. And let me close that book so it's not in the way. Close my eyes, and then I'm going to gently, or I'm just softening my eyes, gently let my hands come apart about 6, 8, 12 inches, and then gently, keeping my eyes unfocused on anything, gently paying attention. So my attention is on my hands, but I'm not looking at my hands. I'm feeling for a little resistance, and there I'm feeling, and you can feel your hands bouncing off the first level of your energy field, that blue level, which is about an inch away from your skin. And when you start to feel, you might feel tingling, you might feel heat, you might feel cool, you might have a different sensation that I haven't mentioned. When you feel that first level, just be curious about it again. How does that feel? What does it feel like for you? And if you didn't get it the first time, you can do it again. Just go out and come back in, check in with the first level. And what I'm doing now, I'm feeling it more and more intense. I'm feeling it in my thumbs. I'm feeling it up here in the beginnings and the upper parts of my fingers. Now, as you separate here, there's another aspect of our energy field that is happening when we do this process of our hands, and that is on the palm of our hand. On both palms of our hands, we have other energy centers there. That when we're doing this process, we can actually perhaps feel those chakras, those energy centers that are coming out of our hands. And that's how healing can happen with the palms of your hands, or with your hands, is coming together again and feeling that those two chakras on the palms of your hands connecting in. And I can actually imagine them going right through my hands, because they're in a different dimension. They're in a different vibration than the 3-dimension that we're looking at here. And that's why I don't want to look at what I'm doing. I want to feel it. I want to feel the sensations of what's happening here rather than looking, because I might not have the trained eye to look in that other dimension where this actually happens. So that's one way of feeling your energy field and feeling into the first level of the energy field. And So the first level, as you can see here, it's a structured level. It has lines of light. There's like a screen. It's through your whole body. It's got these 7 energy centers, as I said, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. So we're going to move from the first level to the second level of the energy field. And hopefully there's no glare there, and that looks good. The second level looks very different from the first level, doesn't it? And what I'm going to do actually is slide this over and put the first level next door so you can kind of see, and hopefully we can keep the glare down. You can see the difference from the first level of the energy field to the second level of the energy field. This is clouds of light of all different colors that hold the vibration of the second level of your energy field. And again, there are the 7 chakras, but these are all different colors now. They're not all blue as in the first level. They're red is the root, orange is the second, yellow is the third of the solar plexus, green is the heart, blue is the throat, violet is the third eye, and golden light coming up the crown. Now, look at the difference. This is unstructured. This is structured. We have these energy fields of different frequencies. One is structured and one is not. And as we go up these levels from the first to the second, you will notice that the odd numbered levels are structured levels, and the even numbered levels are flowing energy in all different colors of the rainbow. Now, the second level of your energy field is metabolized by the second chakra, which is your sacral chakra here, which means that your second chakra and sacral area is bringing energy in from all around us, from the universe. It has a front and a back. It's just below your belly button, like 2 inches below your belly button is the approximate area of your second chakra, your sacral chakra. And it's bringing energy in, metabolizing it into this wonderful array of colors, of rainbow colors. Now, these are always moving. This is a picture that's static, that's stationary, yet these are always moving. These are like clouds of color that are always moving, and sometimes if you have a flash of seeing someone and you might see their energy field for a flash, you might be seeing one of these colors or a group of colors. Sometimes seeing this blue that's in the first level is the first thing that people see when they begin to see energy, is they'll see the first level, because that's the densest vibration that we have. Now, the second chakra is, again, the sacral area of your body. This is connected in with the reproductive area, but it's also an area that's connected with your abundance and your belief in abundance and your ability to attract in abundant ways the things that you desire in your life. So this is an area that if this area is blocked, you could have reproductive gland or reproductive organ malfunctions or problems. This is where like uterine cancer or different types of maladies can crop up in the reproductive organs, as well as in your pelvic girdle, in your hips, hip replacements, worn out hips. That could indicate that the second chakra, which is here in the sacrum, is blocked. And what happens is when that's blocked, it doesn't allow energy to come in and metabolize into the whole field. And so as that energy gets blocked more and more and more, it stops a healthy flow of energy, and at wherever the block is occurring, it kind of gloms on more and more and more. Blockage happens over time, over years, so it eventually manifests into some kind of an illness or a malady that's happening in your sacral area, your hips, in the hips area, and the lower abdomen area. Now, the sacral chakra is also related to feelings and emotions and joy. And so then look at your life from the perspective of your emotional level. How, on a day-to-day basis, if you were to just think back to the earlier part of today, how has your life gone today? Have you been happy today? Have you been sad? Are you worried about things? What are the emotions that are predominantly in your life day to day? If your emotions are on the lower vibrational level, such as frustration or anything lower than joy, frustration, anger, hatred, violence, then you would want to look at a place. There's a place in your second chakra and in the second level of your field that does have a blockage that's keeping the energy from flowing smoothly, and that it would be a place for you to look at. Not that you know the specific place, however, look at, just recognize your emotions and where they are on the scale of emotional happiness or non-happiness, feeling good or not feeling good. Where are they on that scale? And you could meditate or be quiet. If you don't meditate, just go someplace where you can sit quietly by yourself and just be curious. Become aware, not know, and ask for guidance. Ask for information to come through about what is going on with my life that I am this way, that I am frustrated. What is happening that I am not appreciating everything that I have? What is going on that, for me, if I stub my toe, or when I have a flat tire, I ask, well, what is going on? Why is this? Because, when you get a flat tire, you're not very happy. You're pretty discouraged, and a lot of other emotions get flooded in of survival. And looking at those types of things, but in a quiet way where you can open up to the information that can flow into you from the universe, from God, from your angels, from the unseen realms, can help you to then change or move into or make a different choice, or change your thoughts which become feelings that you can change to create more higher level emotions which will keep you healthier and happier. So generating joy in your life can really signify or help you to keep your second chakra healthy and keep you stronger. So again, this is a couple inches below your navel, and it's a place of well-being. So if you have a general overall feeling of malady, of not feeling good all the time, you may want to pay attention to your sacrum, to your hip area, and just below your navel, just below your belly button, and the energy center there, and consider that something might be askew, something might be amiss there in your second chakra, in that area. Now, to strengthen this area of your body, you would want to do some physical exercise. You would want to do, say, swimming or walking. Just get outside and walk. Go to a park and walk around the circumference of the park a few times. Feel the aliveness of being outside in nature. Some type of physical exercise will help the second chakra to heal and to become much stronger. And that will also help your root chakra as well, because your root chakra, of course, as I said, rules your skeleton and your muscles. So physical activity like running or walking, all kinds of physical activity will also strengthen your root chakra. So physical activity is your first chakra and helps your second chakra. Now, there's a plant that would be beneficial for the second chakra, and that is jasmine. Jasmine is an amazing fragrant flower and plant. So if you're thinking that your second chakra is out of balance, try a little bit of jasmine, and that will help your second chakra. Let's see. Yes, so the gland that's associated with this area is, of course, your ovaries or your testes. So those are your reproductive glands, and if either of those are out of balance for any reason, then So for females, if you have any menstrual issues or strengthening or pain in that area, then this is a energy-centered problem that can be alleviated through paying attention to the energy coming into your body through your second chakra. And of course, for men, if they have any reproductive problems with conceiving children or any kind of cancer or any discomfort in your reproductive area, again, that would be a second chakra issue and something for you to focus on energetically, not necessarily medically, but energetically, vibrationally. You can change that by paying attention to it and get in touch with the emotions. Are you angry? Are you do you hate people, or are you frustrated? What are some of the emotions that are holding in that area of your body that they actually come down no matter where you're feeling those things? They come down and kind of glom onto the second chakra area, the sacral area, the pelvic girdle region of your body, and cause some physical problems. So some of these problems also could be fibroids or growths in this area, in the reproductive area of your body, in the ovaries and the cervix. Also, of course, prostate problems for men, and infertility, as I said, and other sciatica, sexual dysfunction. Those things are caused by an imbalance in the second level, the second chakra that creates the second level of your energy field, which is the emotional level. So look at your emotions if you have something going on in that area of your body. So let's move on then to the third chakra. The third chakra, which is the third level of your energy field. And whoops, that's not the right one there. So let's see where it is here in the group. It's the yellow level. So let me just take these two out. Those do not belong in that order. And the third level would be, this is the third level of the energy field. And we'll put it next to the second level as we move up the ladder. Now you can see that the third level is structured. It is yellow. Look at that beautiful, vibrant yellow. So to open up to the third level of the field, you can imagine a beautiful, vibrant lemon yellow color. Again, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy centers. They're all yellow on the third level of the energy field. And I don't know if you can see this, but these also are structured lines of yellow colored vibratory energy. This is called the mental body, which means that the third chakra, which is right here, brings energy into the third chakra from the universe, and it has a front and a back, and metabolizes that energy into this yellow, structured like a screen, horizontal and vertical, screen type of configuration, which is actually three-dimensional. It goes into your body. Now you can see that it's farther out than an inch from the first and second chakras. It's about 3, 4, maybe 5 inches from your physical body. And again, with that process we did with our hands, we can feel that. It's a lot more subtle feeling, so it's not as easy to feel as the first and second levels. In fact, the second level, which is this level, is moving. In fact, all of these, the energy is moving. So these are static pictures, but there's always, energy is pulsating through these lines of light in all this configuration constantly through your body, through your energy field, into all of your organs, into everything. All of this is pulsating all the time. Now the third chakra, which is in your solar plexus, so you can feel where your rib cage splits at the bottom of your sternum, that's the third chakra right there. And that's where you feel it, where you get gut feelings when something's askew or something's amiss, that you doesn't feel good. You get a little tinge in your gut right here, and that's your solar plexus energy center that's giving you information to help you to move through your life in a better way or pay attention to things in a certain way. Now this energy center is your self-esteem. It's about your self-esteem, your self-care, what you think about yourself in the world. It's called also the mental body, which is a thinking. It's a thinking energy center. So it's about what you're thinking about. So this is very, very much connected with self-care and self-love. Thinking, what are you thinking about yourself? Now, when I changed my life from being an accountant to an energy healer a long time ago, a big change happened right here in my solar plexus because my whole self-image shifted from being this shy, terrified of people, going to work and coming home every day accountant, doing numbers for 25 years, to opening myself up and recognizing that I am not who I thought I was. I am more than that. And that is a process that continues today of opening up to who I truly am. And that is a lot about the third chakra, the third energy center, which is here in your solar plexus. Now, it's called the solar plexus because a plexus of nerves, a bundle of nerves, resides here underneath in your body, in the center of your body. There's a bundle of nerves that all come together called the solar plexus. The plexus, or the group of nerves that come together from all parts of your body, and then they expand back out again, or they spread out. But there's a big group of nerves right here, and that's why it's called a plexus or solar plexus. Now, this, again, is about your self-image, your self-esteem. How do you feel about yourself? Your life can change if you are not feeling well about yourself, if you're not enjoying your life, if you're not looking at yourself and really enjoying who you are. This is the center to look at for that. This also rules the digestive system of your body, which is your intestines. Your stomach is right below here, your stomach, your intestines, your liver's over here. You got a pancreas and your spleen, your gallbladder, the bile that goes into your stomach and into your intestines to break down your food. All of that is happening here in your solar plexus in the third chakra. And so when you're not in balance there, when you're not in balance with your self-image, if you're not feeling good about yourself, if you don't care about yourself, then you most likely have some digestive issues. You most likely have some things going on in your digestive tract, such as ulcers. What else is there? I'm sure this book will give me a little bit of a clue to some more of these things that are going on there. Well, any stomach, digestive issues, having to have colonoscopies, colitis, let's see, physical problems, indigestion, stomach acid, acid reflux, hepatitis, gallstones, that's a big one because it rules our gallbladder. If you have gallstones, that's the third chakra issue. That's an issue about how you feel about yourself, your self-care, your self-worth, your self-image of yourself. Pancreatitis, your pancreas is in this area of your body. So any pancreas issues, diabetes. Diabetes is something that you're not feeling good about yourself. You're not getting enough sweetness in life. You're not caring about yourself enough. And that is an issue that we'd look at the third energy center, the third chakra, the solar plexus area, to see where it's blocked, see where the energy is not moving. So that's what we're looking at here, is where the energy is not moving. And the pancreas, actually, which is over here on the left side from the solar plexus, but it's in the solar plexus area, the pancreas is considered the gland that rules the third chakra. Now, the pancreas is where your insulin is secreted, which is the sugar that goes into your bloodstream that keeps your blood sugar levels normalized, which is what affects diabetes and diabetics. So the pancreas is very important to this section of this area of your body, and that would be the gland to pay attention to. If you wanted to balance your third chakra or get in touch with that deeper, you could go into a meditation or sit quietly and pay attention to that part of your body and just question, how do I feel there? You could even put your hand there, hold that part of your body and put your hand there and ask your body how it feels. What can I do to help you? How can I help you? Let's see if I can see the archangel. The archangel is Uriel, the archangel connected with your third chakra. Now, I didn't do the second archangel, second chakra's archangel, because I kind of flew through that one. See if they have the archangel. Okay, Metatron is the archangel of the second chakra. Metatron is the second chakra, Uriel is the third chakra. And we think of the third chakra connected with the lion. being the lion and the aggressor. Lions, of course, are the color yellow, aren't they? They're beige, they're brownish beige. That's the color yellow, which is the third chakra in the solar plexus area. And this area is one that is very familiar, I think, to most Americans, because it's where many people have problems with your digestion, with your self-image, with many of the things that are going on in the digestive system, in the pancreas, in the gallbladder. I know my father had his gallbladder out a long time ago, and that was a very, very difficult thing for him to go through. It's about your personal power. This is your personal power center. So if your digestive system is off, if something's going on with your digestion and your assimilation, and with your stomach and that whole area of your body, look at your image of your personal power. You may feel like you don't have any personal power, and that's something that I gained back when I had some minor surgery, probably back in 1991. I had never been ill. I had never had any physical problems with doctors or having to have any surgery or anything, and I had to have a minor surgery for a procedure. And I realized at that time that I was just listening to the doctors tell me what to do and was not empowered to ask questions and to ask for other solutions and other alternatives to the minor surgery that I had. And that's when I realized that I really did not own my own personal power. This is all third chakra, third energy center, solar plexus issue. And it's been a while for me. I'm still working. It's a constant, in fact, all of the chakras, it's a constant working on my stuff constantly all the time to improve this, to feel better about it. And I'm going to have a little gong on this because I'm going a little fast and rapidly. So this is something that I am working on all the time. I'm inviting you to work on it all the time because it will help you be a happier, healthier, stronger human being. And better with your family, better with all of your relationships, but most importantly, better with yourself. So there's the third chakra. Let's go move on quickly to the fourth chakra because I'm spending a lot of time on this. And the fourth chakra will be, again, colors, but the fourth chakra colors are more pastel, amorphous, moving energy of light. The 7 chakras are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the fourth chakra's color, even though it doesn't show it here, is green. These are the second chakra colors imbued with rose, because the fourth level, of the energy field is imbued with, all of these colors are imbued with rose. I'll just show you the second level, which is a little brighter colors. I don't know if you really can see the difference, but the second chakra, the second level of the energy field, these are very vibrant colors. These are all pastels imbued with rose light, the rose light of the fourth level of the energy field. Now this is the heart. This is ruled by the heart center. Now we think of the heart as green, and that's on the second level of the energy field. However, on the fourth level of the energy field, it is rose-colored, and that is about love, the heart center. Heart center is about love, loving yourself, also loving being in relationship, also having emotions and feelings, the loving nature of who you truly are, the loving person that you truly can be. And people that have heart problems or breathing problems, because the heart here in the chest also rules your lungs, your breathing apparatus, and the heart and the lungs are very intertwined because the heart pumps the blood, and that blood goes first, the deoxygenated blood goes from the heart into the lungs oxygenate the blood, and then the blood goes back through the heart and into the body to send to all your body, for your full body to receive oxygenated blood, so to taking oxygen everywhere, because our body, we need oxygen everywhere in our body. It is the vehicle of the heart through the bloodstream, being pumped through the bloodstream, that we do receive the oxygen everywhere in our body, in our muscles, in our bones, in our brain, in all of our organs. Every part of us needs oxygen, and that's the That's what the heart does physiologically. That's the mechanism of the heart. But it's intimately connected to the lungs, because the lungs breathe in the oxygen that then gets integrated into the bloodstream and pumped throughout your body by your sacred heart. Now, the heart is about joy and about love and about relationships and caring for yourself, but caring for others as well. So the heart is a relationship organ, and the energy of the heart energy field, or the fourth level of your energy field, again, it's all different colors, but it's pastel. It's moving all the time. It's this flow of pastel colors imbued with a rose light of love. And some of these qualities are unity and brotherhood and sisterhood and love and peace and all these things that we think of airy-fairy, but that's the power of the heart. And the heart is very powerful, and if we were to pay attention to it and take care of it, then we could have brotherhood and sisterhood in this world. We could have peace in this world, but it's our disconnection from our own heart that keeps us from the relationship that we can have with each other as human beings, as equal human beings in our own struggle. We're all in a struggle of one type or another. And so it's about peace and purity and innocence. Like if you think about an infant or a newborn baby, they are so innocent, and they are so pure, and they don't have any baggage that they've accumulated like us through our lifetimes. We've accumulated all this stuff from our relationships, from the time we're born right up to whatever age you're at. The heart is where a lot of that accumulates, where we can, if you work with your heart, if you pay attention, take care of your heart, breathe in and out of your heart. Do you have any heart issues? Do you have a heart murmur? Is your heart not beating properly? Do you need any valve work? Do you need what's going on? There is a disconnect from your heart whenever you need any kind of heart repair. A broken heart is a heart attack. A broken heart is a heart attack, which is a fibrillation of it stops beating or it skips a beat, basically stops beating. You can work with that by coming into your energy center in your heart space, paying attention to your emotions and paying attention to your relationship to others. How are you looking at everyone in your life in relationship to yourself? Do you care about everyone in your life? Do you care about yourself in your own life? The gland affecting the heart is the thymus gland. It's a gland that's behind the heart, and it secretes hormones that are rushed into the bloodstream based on what it's receiving from the heart. So I think that's probably as far as we can go today on the heart chakra, the fourth chakra. Let me just say that the animal connected with the heart is the deer. Deer is a really loving, gentle, caring animal. And the angel presence connected with your heart chakra is Archangel Raphael. Now, Raphael is considered the healing angel, as your heart is considered the healing organ, healing of all things. When you hold yourself in a healing way, in an open-hearted way, that is very healing to others. So it's very appropriate that we should end on the heart energy center today, because healing is what life is about for me, and hopefully for you too. None of us are perfect. We've all got stuff going on in our lives. When we pay attention to our heart energy center, to our heart, to our care, to our relationship to other human beings, to our relationship to the earth, to our relationship to animals and all that there is, we pay attention to that, and we learn to love our neighbor as ourselves, bring kindness, loving kindness into our relationship to all things. It is healing to do that. It is very, very powerfully healing. And I'm going to give a little mindfulness bell on that. Because that is why I am here, to be a healing presence, to have an open-hearted listening, open-hearted hearing, abilities to help people to heal themselves, empower you to heal yourself from whatever it is that is keeping you from being who you truly are, your full, vibrant, healthy, strong, grounded self. I am here to help people do that because we all have that ability within us. And I can't fix you. Another person cannot fix you. You need to fix yourself. The doctors, the nurses, the professionals in the medical field or in the health field cannot fix you if you really, truly, deep inside don't want to be helped and don't want to be fixed. Only you can fix yourself. Yes, there are professionals that can assist you with that. They can guide you on the right journey and the right path. However, you have to care enough about yourself to take charge, to know where you're guided to listen. And Archangel Raphael can help you with that. Archangel Raphael has a color of green, which is the heart energy center color. It's more of it's a vibrant green. Green is a healing color, like green grass or green trees. Archangel Raphael can help you if you were to call on him from above, come down, help me now, Archangel Raphael, and that can happen. That can happen very, very easily. And so there you have it, the 4 out of the 7 energy centers we talked about. I'm going to just sort of wrap it up with a little book that I love to read up on the side of my bed. It's called Awakening Loving Kindness by Pema Chodron. She is a Buddhist monk who lives up in Canada in a monastery. But this little book can give you so many things to fall asleep on. And when you fall asleep at night, it is really important to fall asleep on a good note, on a positive note. So I leave this little book next to my bed to help me to open my heart, to get in touch with loving kindness and bring that into my awareness before I fall asleep. And that way I will have good dreams. I will feel good when I wake up in the morning. And that's where I want to be, feeling good. So thank you for being here today, for joining me. I hope that you got a little bit out of this program. Next week I will have a guest, and it will be Beth Gross Santos, and we'll be talking about gratitude next Thursday. So I hope you can join me then. But until then, remember, your heart knows the way.